Hey friends, I want to share a fairly ordinary experience from my freshman year of college in which I feel the Lord showed me a simple yet helpful truth. Like many freshmen in college, I just wanted to do the right things so that I was prepared for classes in the way that I was supposed to be. So as a result, I ended up carrying every book that I had in addition to an excess amount of binders and notebooks. With all that in my book bag, it was definitely full and kind of heavy. I eventually did realize that I just didn't need to carry most of it, at least not to class. I had too many books and binders that I wasn't using yet, and I had textbooks that were either only used for homework assignments or they were for classes that met infrequently. So I have the memory of being in my room and taking out everything in my book bag that I didn't need. And afterward, it actually was nice having room in my book bag and walking without all the extra weight. In Hebrews 12, 1 and 2, we read, "Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a huge crowd of witnesses to the life of faith, let us strip off every weight that slows us down, especially the sin that so easily trips us up. And let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us, fixing our eyes on Jesus, the pioneer and perfecter of faith." But it is difficult to run with the intent and freedom that you were designed to run for, especially with perseverance, when you're carrying extra weight in your backpack that you're not intended to carry. So from that, I want to ask the question, what are you holding? What are you tolerating or what are you carrying in your book bag that is hindering you from running the race set before you? It may be an offense that you're carrying, an unhealed pain that you're hesitant to surrender, or maybe you're carrying a burden that has developed from procrastinating a task or assignment that God has given you. What do you need to let go of or get rid of in order to operate in the fullness of what God has for you? Let's surrender those things and walk in accordance with God's will, because He tells us in Matthew that His yoke is easy and His burden is light. The unnecessary weights that I was carrying weren't a big deal, but they were still a mild burden or at least a hindrance to me. You may still be able to get by in what God has for you to do, but maybe not to the extent that you were designed to do, or in the authority or freedom that you were designed to operate in. I don't know what those rocks are in your backpack, but let's not carry them any longer. The process of addressing them and taking them out may not be fun, but let's be obedient so that we can run with perseverance in the way that God intends for us to run.